Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is beat that like button like it owes you money before watching this, so it reaches a wider audience. Also, before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, the MGTOW Book Collection Part 2. Whether you're getting camel toe in Cambodia, banging babes in burqas in Turkey, or taking Polaroids of ladyboys in Thailand, Luca Vendetti has a series of books to make you live the dream. His new 3-booklet series includes How to Live on $500 a Month in Cambodia, Turkey, and Vietnam, in addition to his classic, How to Retire on $200K in Southeast Asia. He also has the MGTOW book. Visit MGTOWbooks.com and use the promo code SANDMAN to get 10% off. Now available in 4 formats, PDF, Mobi for Kindle, EPUB, and text-to-speech MP3. Sponsor link is down below. And now on with the memes. Number 1 is Microsoft coming under fire because they're paying white male employees less than the black, Asian, and Hispanic ones. The bad things they say that white people are doing are actually what they're doing, and it's just projection. I made a dedicated video about this recently, so check it out. But I still won't be selling my Microsoft shares as they revolutionize the AI business, using Bing Bot and ChatGPT. Up next, we have a woman that poked holes in her parents' condoms, and that's how she got her little sister. And then she kept it a secret for 25 years. I guess it's not a secret anymore. Maybe she should have been forced to pay child support with her allowance money or something, if the parents ended up splitting up. Women are content having control over just their own reproduction. Now they need to control other people's reproduction as well. Number 3, we have a soy boy husband saying, "Honey, bring your boyfriend in here. They got Trump." I'm guessing it has to do with the lawsuit. They hate him so much because he does and says all the things that they're afraid to say in case their wife leaves them for her boyfriend. This guy looks so happy that he'd probably be thrilled with his wife's boyfriend swing in his mouth. Up next, we have Monica Lewinsky, and at age 22, she was shamed for suckling the swing of the president. She was on a strict protein-based presidential diet, it seems. She was hired as a White House intern, and she blew it, both literally and figuratively. The previous image was heavily photoshopped, and this is what she really looks like today. Also, most people don't even know that there are actually 2 people in this pic. And then Monica is hiding under the desk, polishing the wood under it. Number 15, we have the Duchess, a Lonely Fool's creator, offering up some spicy pictures for a pair of shoes. Someone took her up on her offer and showed her an order confirmation. So she sent the pictures and then later canceled the order, and Buddy got free scantily clad pics. She's angry and says men are garbage. But I consider this to be simp activism. At least she probably got some pictures of those fancy shoes for free. Up next, we have an illustration as to how dating has changed from 1955 to 2015. In 2015, all women only wanted the top 30% of guys out there. Imagine how crazy things must be these days almost 10 years later. Society has always been closer to the right than to the left. Except before, enough of the wealth was concentrated in the hands of very small numbers of men to the right to support multiple wives. Today, that's no longer the case. But look on the bright side. With all the soy in the water supply, it's a lot easier to become a top 10 man these days. Number 7, the latest woke propaganda says that prehistoric women were probably better at hunting than men were. Trust the science. Growing up, we made fun of guys and told them that they were throwing like girls. Yes, they were better at hunting. Hunting for attention, that is. I like how the word probably is being used in a scientific study. What's next? Women are better at waging more than men too. I think that they were better at hunting berries and other things that couldn't run away from them. Moving on, no wonder Vice went bankrupt with stories like this one, about why the Black Lives Movement failed in Japan. Whatever happened to We Was Samurais and Sheet? Gee, could it possibly be that it failed because they don't have very many black people living in that country? And that they don't have a mass media primarily staffed by cultural Marxists? This proves that Black Lives Matter was never about improving the lives of black people. Number 9, we have a woman that was on a dating show, and the guy took the money over her. The prize money could have been a $5 bill and I still would have taken the money. Either money or only one date with this woman. It's not like it's a relationship or anything. Lady, how does it feel to be a human ATM? Welcome to a man's world. I'm sure that someone will see this post and take pity on her and offer her a pity date. She also looks like Anita Sarkeesian's younger sister. Up next, a Scottish woman who became pregnant after a one-night stand in a nightclub bathroom stall posted a wanted poster on TikTok to find the father of her child. If we brought back shaming for women that married out of wedlock, then this sort of stuff never would have happened. I doubt the guy's going to step up and pay child support. So we'll just get another bastard that the government will tax us all to pay for. Number 11, we all know that the worst monster in movie history is Jenny from Forrest Gump. She left him and took off at the beginning of the film saying, "See you later, Forrest." But don't worry, you can get my sloppy meat curtain seconds when I come back home and have an AIDS baby. Giving Gump AIDS was the worst. And the horror creature runner-up is the one that cares more about some homeless guy that she was on a ship with for 2 days rather than her own family. Moving on, we have a woman looking for a long-term partner. Someone asks her if the half-hidden African in the back seat is mixed. She says yes, and then he says no thank you. She then says he could have just unmatched with her without being cruel. This doesn't look like the first time she's dealt with this issue. Judging by her face, it's lifeless. It looks like she's ready to give up on dating altogether. Good, let her life be an example to others. Number 13, Warren Buffett spent 70 years of his life married. His advice to young men: if you want your marriage to last, you need to look for someone with low expectations. Says a billionaire. Good luck finding a woman like that today. Let's all lower our expectations like that segment from Mad TV and start dating single mothers who can't afford Dairy Queen for their kids. He married a woman that suffered through the Great Depression. She passed away and then he got remarried. But marrying a woman today almost guarantees that you will suffer. Up next, I recently spoke with the passport bro and he told me that Colombian women are the most beautiful in the world. I wonder if he saw stories like this one about 8 US men being ended in that country in only 2 months, after they went on Tinder dates. There's another thing to worry about in Colombia. Plastic surgery is a big thing down there. Number 15, going to bed early, not leaving the house, and not going out partying were once childhood punishments. Yet today they become adult goals. I barely leave home in the winter more than once a week. The only thing I don't do is go to bed early, but I still try and get uninterrupted sleep. Moving on, Disney is in denial, claiming that they aren't woke, and that it's just the audiences that find female empowerment distasteful. The target audience for Marvel is males, and men don't care if you make a main character that's female. We just want one that's written with male motivations. We don't want to watch a twerking She-Hulk. If they keep blaming the audience, soon they won't have one. But why don't more women watch Disney films and support strong, empowered women? Number 17 was this on-duty cop arrested for shoplifting $140 worth of shoes, while in uniform, embarrassing the force. Remember, people, that diversity is our strength. But I'm sure that this is somehow a story about evil white racism. Up next, we have the bad boy a woman had kids with, and then we have the handsome simp she expects to pay for said kids. If he wasn't Ken-nough the first time around, he should have saved his Kenergy for somebody else. In the United States, though, it's more likely that she had 3 dudes and 3 babies with them. They say that women's intuition is never wrong, but there are way too many single mothers for this to be true. Never date a woman with kids, never ever. Number 19, a father faints in 1946 when he sees that he's had triplets. There was no ultrasound technology back then, so it certainly was shocking. This man probably passed away a long time ago, and hopefully he's finally free and at peace. He probably passed out when he figured out how much they were going to cost. Then again, maybe he didn't live a long life, and this was him saving himself from having to end himself by instead having a heart attack at first sight. Moving on, this mom was given over $10,000 in taxpayer money for poor families, and spent it on herself on a luxury trip to Miami. She said she wanted to blow it. But why did she do it? She said she wanted her children to feel what it was like to experience luxury for once. But what about the children she deprived of food with her behavior? Then again, does it really matter, as the government will just tax men more and print money to pay for them? Number 21 is Lottie, and she says that male virginity is a signaler of low value. So basically shaming male virgins. Women seek experienced men, and men seek out inexperienced women. Maybe that's the excuse all those female teachers are going to make when they take the virginity of their male students. Women face slut shaming and men face virgin shaming. As Prince once sang, this is what it sounds like when whores talk. Up next, for the thirstier among you, this woman might actually make wifey material as she assaulted a government official. Then again, violent women are never wife material. She's a female chameleon. Most guys don't like the government, so they see a woman attacking it the way they fantasize about that, and they think that she has to be their fantasy woman. You know, she's also got those wild, I'll do it again eyes. You probably don't want to know her body count with eyes like those. Number 23 is Ingrid, and she's complaining because once she got married and put a ring on her finger, the attention she received men was reduced by 80%. but her husband wears his wedding ring and the amount of women talking to him is now doubled. She wonders what's wrong with women. Nothing. They just know that other women did some quality cooch control. Women want the same guys, the guys that other women want. I should start wearing a wedding ring just to lead women on and create an AI-generated wife online too. Moving on, feminists were outraged with Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi, especially after she strangled one of them. And people still think that Empire Strikes Back was the best in the trilogy. But I could never understand why Jabba the Hutt, an alien animal species, would want a human to dress semi-nude. And here I first thought I was going to hear how feminists were triggered by a bikini. Number 25 and the last one is Nicole, complaining about how she watched 3 men help a tiny lady put her suitcase in the overhead bin in an airplane. When it was her turn to receive their help, all 3 men sat down and stared at her, and then she remembered that fat women were basically being ghosted. What she was forgetting to say is that short women can't reach that high. But many fat women can, and they're just too damn lazy to do so. Fatties need exercise. These 3 guys were doing her a favor. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate it to PayPal and Subscribestar links below, and that's about it. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.